Hello viewers, welcome back to our channel Smart Data Learners by datascientist.ca, a project of a data scientist.ca. Today viewers, we are bringing in some we have a new tutorial today. That basically tutorial is adopted from Microsoft website, and we will the tutorial is heading is from dimensional model to stunning report in Power BI desktop. The scenario we will be discussing here today is at AdventureWorks. You are asked with building an executive sales summary report using AdventureWorks sample data in Excel format. The report must answer which day had the highest sales in February 2019, which which region is performing best, which product categories and reseller business type should we continue investing in. So we will basically answer these three questions through this executive summary report. So viewers, before building a dashboard, I would like to go through with you a completed report, and we will look into this report and figure out the answer for these three questions. So let's go to the report. So this is the completed report we have. And in this report, you see we have three visuals. This is executive summary sales report. And on the left side, we have the slicer to select certain years. So first question was, as you remember, which day of February 2019 has the highest sales? So here we will go to the financial year 2019, and in the financial year 2019 we have to see here we have their financial year start from July 1st to August 31st or July 27th. So we have a data for 1 year, right? 2018 to this. And but we need to we need to provide the answer for month of February's most sales. So here what we will do is we will go down and we'll select the month. But here you see these months are in the dates format, so it doesn't matter. Like basically these are starting from 1st of every month. So this is, for example, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, and June. Okay. So what we will do is we will deselect all of these months and we will select the month of February. You see here this is the month of February. So in the month of February, we can visually see, you see if you look at that at the top left, we have the sales amount in blue color. So our task was which day had the highest sales in February 2019. So we can, if we look at this graph, we can see that if we run this through the February 6, February 7, but here we can immediately see it's February 25th, and the sale is 253,915 dollars. We have the sales amount. And the second question was, which country or region is performing best? So for looking at the country or region which is performing best, we have to deselect everything. We have to go back and we'll look at the region. We can visually see that the region we have is United States, and the sales are 132,742 quantity. Order quantity is 132, is most. The second is Canada and their other countries. Clearly, we can see it's the United States. And now the third question was, which product categories and reseller business types should we continue investing in? So here we have categories, and then we have a type of the businesses under the categories. So we can visually see bikes have the most successful, and in the bikes we can see value added resellers are the you see they have the most sales, um, right, sales amount. If we see that these are the two, so that's how we can answer these three questions. So viewers, with that, we will now move to the next session, and we'll see you in the next session by completing this report in Power BI, utilizing the sample data. Thank you and have a great day. Hello viewers, welcome back. We will now start building the report. So I have already opened the blank report and we will be working on that. So stay focused. Thank you. So at the first, we will save this report. Summary, executive summary tutorial. Executive summary tutorial. Okay. And at the first step, we have to import the data. So as usual, these are in Excel files. So we'll go to E. Okay. So we'll get this data. And here we'll select the customer, date, product, reseller, sales, sales territory. Customer, date, product, reseller, sales, sales order, and sales territory. I will provide all these links to these completed project, but let's start now. And we have this data. So this data has been uploaded, and we'll first see the data types of these. So let's go to the customer. Okay, customer key. It's 1, 2, 3. Customer name. Date is then we go to the date column. Date key is whole number. Date is date. Month key is whole number. Okay, now we'll go to the product table. Product key is a numeric whole number, and then standard cost. We'll see that. It's in a decimal, and this price is decimal. Same with the reseller and sales. Let's go to the reseller is in the sales order. If we go to the sales order, we have the sales reseller key. Because in the sales order, basically it's fact tables. We have a sales reseller key. All of these are in numbers. Then we go to the sales territory. Sales territory key is whole number. Then we have a sales order. Sales order line key is whole number. So basically the data looks okay. And now we will, in the next step, we will model our data. We'll close here. And we go to the modeling tab. You see, the Power BI has already linked these fields, but it's always a good practice to see how these are like one-to-one, seller, reseller key with the link to the reseller key. Many to one, same. One seller, many sellers could be one seller, reseller could have many sales. So that's how everything looks fine because this task has been mostly done by Power BI, but there is a date key. So we can date key with the sales order date key. Order date key, yeah. So order date key many to one. So one order could have many. One date could have many orders. Like for example, the answer will how many days sales on the February, which day has the most sales. So one date could have many date keys in the sales amount. Okay. So now we'll go to this. We have created the relationships. Now, so here now we will do some extra work. We'll create some hierarchies. So let's start with that. Create the following hierarchy. So first we'll go to the geography key. So we'll go to the customer table, and in the customer table, in the country region, create hierarchy. Geography, state and province. Okay, and then state and province, and then we have a city. City will add to the hierarchy geography, and then we add the postal code to the geography hierarchy. So if we look at that now customers table, in the geography we have country, region, state and province, city and postal code. Okay. In the date, we will create new hierarchy, and in this let's okay, so we will do the new hierarchy, create hierarchy, and okay, so we'll now move to the basically this one is we'll come back to this one later. And then we will add the okay. Okay, that's okay. So we have fiscal year, fiscal quarter. If we look at that, fiscal year, fiscal quarter, month, date. Okay. And the next one is product hierarchy. In the products table, we create a new hierarchy at a category level. And then subcategory will go to the hierarchy. Okay, so in this we have categories, subcategory, and the product. Okay, so now let's go to the next one, reseller. In the reseller, we will create another hierarchy, geography hierarchy. At a country region level. Create a hierarchy and we will name it geography. Okay, and we'll add these state and province. And then we have a city. And then we have the postal code. Okay. And then we have sales orders. And in the sales orders, we will create a hierarchy. and sales order line will go to the order. Okay. Okay, and now we have sales territory. In the sales territory, we have a group and select and we'll create a hierarchy. And in the group, we will add country region and region. So once we have completed this hierarchy part, and now your model look like this. We'll see how it looks like in the data model. Month and date, and then we have in the geography hierarchy in the region. Okay, in the reseller we should add okay. So in the geography we have postal code and all these reseller also. Same with the customer. We have geography, country, region, state, province, city, postal code, basically in the customer. Geography. Okay. And in the products table, we have products, categories, subcategory, product. Okay. And Okay, viewers, we have created some hierarchies in this session, uh, and in the next session we will be start building the some DAX and the visuals. So we'll see you in the next session. Thank you, viewers, and have a great day. Hello, viewers. Welcome back to our channel again. We will now start working on the report. And in the previous section, we completed the overview of the report. Then we have already gone through the completed report and figure out how to answer the questions of the management. And in this session, we will be completing the same report from scratch so you can learn and create a report on your own. So basically, we've already mentioned that this data is from AdventureWorks, but the format here we are using is Excel, right? So let's begin. So in here we will need one measure we will need to create. This measure will be the using the use relationship that calculates the total sales amount by due date due date on the sales order instead of default order date. The measure uses the use relationship to activate relationship between sales and date on due date for context mm, for the context of the measure. It then uses calculate to sum the sales amount in the context. So let's do that. Basically, what we can do is this is just one measure, so we can create it here. Sales amount by due date. We will show you once we will be building our visuals and our in the completed report. We will go through all of this. So okay, so let's go to the our relations data model. And in the data model, you see our this relation is between order date key and date key. Now we will need to create a due date key. This is our due date key. Let me show you. This is due date key, and that will be related to many to one. You see, viewers, this is a dotted line. It means that it is not an active relationship, right? And it's an inactive relationship. Make this relationship active. So what we can do is we can make this relationship active here, which is not a good practice. We will because we want to see the questions management is asking about the sales date for certain dates when were the amounts of the sales were very high. Due dates are not in question, but it's good to have that also. So, so we will not make a due date active. Instead, we will make a sales date active. So here that's an inactive relationship, and we will create a go to the dash, and we will create a sales amount. Now this will whenever we use this relationship, it will activate a relationship between due date and calendar date. Right? So this is done now. The next step is we need to create a slicer first. We'll use this slicer here. And in this slicer, we will use fiscal year from fiscal year. Then we will use month. And then we will use the full date. Okay, so we have used fiscal year, month, and full date. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so now after that we have all these dates of this month. Okay, the next step is we will use this chart, and in this chart we will use x-axis, we will use fiscal year, then we will use date, date, year, month and day. And now again we will use sales amount and sales amount by due date. And that will be received from sales table. Sales amount, and sales amount by due date. Okay, so basically what we're doing is, okay, so what we can do is we are looking for February. Remember, our question was looking for the highest sales in the February of 2019. That's what we have done now. Sum of sales amount. So in the month of February, if we look at that, so here we can see that in our question, February 28th, we'll write down the questions of the management in the next page, just to be easy for us to answer these. Here we can see that which day had the most sales in February 2019. February 25 is the sales amount 253,215. Let's see our graph. You see February 253,915. And due date was the amount which is due is 123,161.62. So we answered the first question, right? And the next one is order quantity by reseller. So we will format later on, but first, the goal of this report was to create a dashboard where we can quickly answer management's question, right? So let's use a graph here. And in this, we will have country or region, reseller country or region. Okay, reseller country and region, and then we need size is order quantity. Order quantity. You see here we see the North America has the order quantity of overall 132,748. Let's go to our okay. Which country or region is company seeing the most success? That is in the United States with an order quantity of 132,748. So here we can see that we have this 132,748. Now in the next stage we will create a matrix, and in this matrix we will use sales amount and category and business type. And we will, in the formatting we will show the data bars. Okay, so we'll see that if we don't select anything, overall aggregated data for all years, we can see that we have the United States with the highest quantity of order quantity, that is $132,748, and in the bikes category of bike with the value added reseller, and then followed by warehouse. These are the two most categories. Let's see our answer here. Which product category reseller business type should the company continue to invest in? The company should continue to invest in bike category and the value added reseller and warehouse reseller business. So there we go. We have that here. So we answered all of these three questions. Let's again, because the most important one was, now we'll do some little bit formatting. We will go to the February, and in the February we will select the month of, so basically in the February we have this is February 12th, we have 230, and in February 25 we have 253. Okay, so it is done almost. sales amount by month and date. Okay, viewers, we are almost done. It's just we will just we need to give the heading for this, and we can give it as order quantity by by countries. Okay, now it looks better, and we'll summary by executive summary, okay, sales or EORT report. Okay. Okay. So this is it. We are done with the report. So we can see, we can answer all of the management's questions. Overall, basically what only we can select, what we can do faster is we can just go to the February and look at that. This is February 12 and this is February. Okay, so that's it for today's project. And viewers, we hope that that will enhance your understanding of how to address the management's questions and how Power BI can uh, help answering uh, the quickly answering the management's questions. Because the goal of Power BI is to have this data ready, and whenever management asks, uh, we can quickly go and find out the information they are looking for. And viewers, if you have any questions, please leave comments and also subscribe our channel. Thank you very much and have a great day.